As of today, every single one of the 46 columns holding up Camp Nou's future roof is standing. And that one fact alone changes what this entire construction site looks like from here on out. Welcome back to Global Megabuilds. Today is August 20th, 2026, and Camp Nou has genuinely crossed into a different phase of this project. For most of this renovation, progress has looked like isolated pieces of steel and concrete going up section by section. That's no longer really true. The structure is starting to behave like one connected system rather than a collection of separate parts. And that shift is exactly what we're covering today. The roof's next stage, the facade's evolving identity, the pitch's return to actual competitive football, and the quiet but critical work happening in the stadium's middle levels. Let's get into it. The headline story around Camp Nou right now is the next stage of the roof structure and specifically the compression ring. After months of structural groundwork, the stadium has reached the point where the massive support system underneath the eventual roof is finally becoming the center of attention. All 46 of the major roof support columns are now fully installed, representing roughly 300 tons of steel driven into position around the top of the bowl. Those columns aren't decorative. They're the structural foundation that everything above them depends on, and their completion is exactly what clears the runway for the next major operation: installing the compression ring on top of them. What makes this moment genuinely different from earlier updates in this series is the shift in how the stadium is actually being built. For a long time, Camp Nou grew upward through individual, isolated pieces of steel, going up one at a time, section by section, without much visible connection between them. That's changing. The different structural elements are starting to work together as one unified system, rather than a patchwork of separate installations. From above, the relationship between the columns, the upper structure, and the future roof is becoming genuinely easy to trace for the first time. And from ground level, the stadium's upper profile is starting to look recognizably like the renders fans have been staring at for years. So why does one steel ring matter this much? Picture the compression ring as the piece that ties the entire roof structure together around the top of the stadium. Once it's installed and progressively connected into the rest of the roof system, it becomes an essential part of the network holding up the future canopy, distributing structural forces evenly around the full circumference of the bowl, rather than letting any single section bear more load than it should. Without it, none of the roof panels above it would have anything stable to actually hang from. There's also a symbolic weight to this particular milestone that's worth sitting with for a second. For years, fans have watched this project through demolition, excavation, endless concrete pours, and the slow construction of the new third tier. Work that, frankly, doesn't photograph particularly well or generate much excitement outside of people who are already deeply invested in this story. The compression ring is different. This is the piece that will start to define Camp Nou's actual silhouette against the Barcelona skyline. It's one of the clearest, most visible signs yet that an actual roof, not just scaffolding and structural steel, is getting closer to reality. And the scale here deserves a moment of context too. This roof is designed to eventually provide covered protection for close to 105,000 spectators, with a complete tensioned roof surface planned at approximately 48,000 square meters. To put that in perspective, that's roughly the footprint of 8 or 9 football pitches, suspended above the stadium bowl. The columns are up, the next structural stage is approaching, and the compression ring is set to become one of the single most recognizable pieces of steel in this entire reconstruction. Moving down from the roof, there's another transformation becoming harder to ignore every week: the facade. This is arguably the most important element for how Camp Nou will actually feel to the average visitor, because it's what gives the renovated stadium its finished external identity. Instead of looking like a construction site dominated by exposed concrete and temporary hoarding, the stadium is gradually developing the layered architectural appearance shown in the original project renders. FC Barcelona's own project documentation describes the future exterior as blending modern architectural language with the Mediterranean character the club insists will remain central to the stadium's identity. an open, highly integrated design featuring large terraces and a redesigned third tier wrapping around what remains of the historic structure underneath. One of the most noticeable changes right now is the continuing installation of facade slats and elements across different sections of the stadium. These aren't purely decorative additions bolted on at the end. They're functionally tied into the structural systems behind them, helping define both the stadium's appearance and its performance. What makes this stage genuinely satisfying to watch is the contrast. In some zones, the exterior surfaces are already forming a recognizable, consistent pattern. In others, you're still looking at bare structural framework, waiting for its architectural treatment to catch up. That contrast is actually useful. It makes the scale of this renovation easy to appreciate in a single glance, because you can see the new upper levels rising around the old stadium, while the facade slowly creates a visual bridge between the historic Camp Nou fans grew up with and the fully modernized structure taking its place. Recent site reporting has specifically highlighted facade slat installation progressing around the southern mobility hubs, which lines up with exterior finishing work happening in parallel with continued structural progress on the third tier elsewhere on site. Every new facade element that goes up changes the stadium's appearance just a little more. Eventually, the exposed construction work that's defined this site for years will disappear, entirely behind a completed exterior, and Camp Nou will stop looking like an active work site and start looking like the finished architectural landmark supporters have genuinely been waiting years to see. Now here's a development that pulls this whole story out of the abstract and into something fans could actually watch happen. The playing surface has been back in the spotlight recently, with a brand new pitch installed ahead of Barcelona's Joan Gamper Trophy match against Ahly on August 19th. That fixture mattered for more than just the historic occasion we covered in earlier videos. It marked the renovated Camp Nou actually hosting Barcelona again, with the club coming away with a 2-1 win. That result matters in a way that goes beyond the scoreline. It means this stadium is no longer being judged purely on cranes, concrete tonnage, and steel installation schedules. The pitch is once again a functioning football surface, capable of hosting a genuinely major fixture in front of a crowd. Alongside that, the surrounding surface work and finishing details, access routes, circulation zones, the unglamorous infrastructure that makes a stadium actually operate on match day, continue progressing in the background. None of that is as visually dramatic as watching a compression ring go up, but it's exactly the kind of work that turns a construction project into an operating stadium rather than an impressive but unusable structure. Watching competitive football actually get played here again. On August 19th made the entire transformation feel considerably more real than any drone shot or render ever could. The stadium is still genuinely far from finished. We've made that clear across this whole series, and it remains true here too. But the pitch, the seating areas that are usable, the access routes, and the surrounding structural work are increasingly coming together as one functioning environment rather than a scattered set of independent construction projects. Finally, let's talk about a part of the stadium that rarely gets attention in headlines, but genuinely deserves it. The middle levels sitting between the lower seating bowl and the new upper structure above. These levels matter enormously because they connect different parts of the stadium to each other, while also housing hospitality spaces, circulation routes, technical infrastructure, and improved access points for spectators. The redesigned Camp Nou includes a double VIP ring, positioned between the second and third tiers, built specifically to improve the matchday experience for premium ticket holders, while also opening up meaningful new commercial opportunities for the club. That means these middle levels aren't just empty transitional space between the stands and the roof. They're rapidly becoming one of the most genuinely functional parts of the entire new stadium. Across these zones, construction crews continue working on internal finishes, partitions, access routes, technical system installations, and the physical connections linking each seating level to the ones above and below it. Official club updates on this project have repeatedly emphasized the importance of improving accessibility and circulation throughout the stadium, including upgrades to the first tier and new internal connections as the upper structure develops above them. Little by little, these middle sections are becoming enclosed, organized, and genuinely coherent, a stark contrast to how open and exposed they looked even a few months ago. Eventually, most of the construction activity that's currently so visible from every angle will disappear behind completed walls, finished panels, hidden technical systems, and architectural detailing. So while the roof and the facade will keep attracting most of the public attention, understandably, since they're the most visually dramatic parts of this project, these middle levels are quietly doing the work that will actually determine how well the finished Camp Nou functions on a real, busy match day. Step back and look at the full picture as it stands today, and the transformation genuinely feels more complete from every direction than it has at any previous point in this series. The roof structure has crossed into a new, critical phase. The facade is steadily wrapping the stadium in its intended identity. The pitch has already proven it can host real, competitive football again. And the middle levels are quietly turning from empty transitional space into one of the stadium's most functionally important zones. This is genuinely where Camp Nou stands as of August 20th, 2026. And if the pace of the last few weeks is anything to go by, the next stages of construction could bring some of the biggest visual changes this project has produced yet. We'll be right back here the moment that compression ring starts going up. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Let us know in the comments. Now that Barcelona have actually played and won a competitive match inside the renovated stadium, does this whole project finally feel real to you? See you in the next one.